Hi everyone, my name is Lucas Belik and I'm CEO and co-founder of Spaceflow. First of all, I hope that you're all enjoying the CREtech event that presents a great opportunity to connect in these times. In this presentation, I would like to guide you through the latest trends on the tenant experience market and give you some insights from working with clients and buildings pretty much around the world. This presentation will be divided into 5 parts, including some key takeouts at the end of the presentation that I hope will result in more people-centric and digitized building around the world. Technology and tenant experience platforms specifically are getting more and more attention, and it's not about the future anymore. So let's look into some recent market snapshots that will help us to understand this topic and the shift from nice to need that is happening. And as we all know, we live in a different world now or today than it was half year ago. And actually the transformation that would usually take a pretty long time has now accelerated. Buildings are in the front line of this crisis, and we need to provide safe and healthy experience for everyone. Unfortunately, technology can definitely help to address these issues. The second trend, or the market insight, is linked with the shift to more people-centric buildings or people-centric environments with focus on end users. The old way of doing business, where landlords simply address the maintenance issues, collect rent checks, just doesn't hold up anymore, and customer experience has become a significant priority for many market leaders. Number 3 is linked with the importance of data and analytics, which is rising significantly, and I think it's pretty clear that only if we get the right data, we can curate the best possible experience for our tenants and improve the way we do business. So supported by the previous trends, and the current crisis linked with COVID, tenant experience platforms are the entry level for every building in the world to start digitizing their assets, and the life or experience in the buildings itself. And one of the questions that we receive quite often is linked with how can tenant experience platform increase the value of my building. There are numerous opportunities, so let's look into this in more detail. And according to Deloitte CRE Outlook, just the fact that tenant is in a smart building could be linked with premium rent, which can go up to 15%. If you compare this with the cost that we usually pay for a tenant experience platform, the difference is significant. And from our experience, there are 4 main areas where tenant experience platforms drive ROI. Each one of them is linked with its metric, as you can see, and it's first of all linked with the services or the rents you pay, and higher rent per square feet for the level of service provided. Second, improve vacancy rates through thanks to the better relationships with your tenants. Third, linked with new revenue streams across the portfolio, and lastly is linked with the operational excellence and data-driven approach that should be pretty much a standard way of doing business these days. How Spaceflow can actually help and how add value to your portfolio. So our mission is to enable better life in spaces and create therefore more connected buildings and neighborhoods, and the strategy how we do it is linked with connecting buildings itself with the occupiers and enabling seamless access to services, amenities, and smart building features. And the product that we provide to the market is tenant experience platform combining end user mobile app with administration dashboard, and the super important part is the community engagement guidance. So this is where we help our clients to adapt to the new reality. So Spaceflow presents your building in one app and works as a remote control or touch point for your space with all these features and many more. And there is actually a lot of modules linked with our partners or integrations through an open API where we add even more value across our portfolio. And this should be the result: vibrant spaces powered with technology, enabling their occupiers or residents to stream and control everything relevant to my building. Just to let you know, like 3 main reasons why top landlords use space law. First of all, to boost tenant loyalty. Second of all, becoming data-driven, collect data and improve the level of their services. And lastly, increasing the asset value through the monetization or the payment systems, as well as digitizing the actual building and the processes in it, which helps to increase the value of the asset as well. So let's look now into some of our case studies on tenant experience strategies from different type of properties. The first one is linked with powering modern living in Denmark. And I was amazed about how organically was this project launched. We didn't have to support the community at all. And they immediately started to organize tenant meetings, share feedback on various sustainable topics, book common amenities, or organize well-known Danish Higa sessions on the rooftop. So this is the first case. Second is linked with the co-living project in London. As you know, co-living is super popular way of living these days. And together with Space Law, it gives the operators the opportunity to leverage the payment system to provide more services apart from the room itself. And what's also impressive is the number of tickets proceed through the platform that improves a lot the whole relationships with their members. Third case leads me to a district of these beautiful 3 buildings owned by CA-IMO. The first idea was to connect retail in these buildings with occupants, but we are continually adding some tech integrations to the core layer, like access system or visitor management and energy consumption data. So all these are being implemented and added in time. And the last case study I would like to show you in this presentation is linked with one of the flagship projects of Allianz portfolio and the biggest global landlord. And the vision of the asset manager here was to power the building with technology that would help service their tenants, provide the latest updates, but also with smart building features such as access system and others. So apart from that, the important aspect is also to access the analytics and understand tenant behavior across this building and potentially their whole portfolio. This project has been live since November last year, and we can see there are many great highlights already. And this is the recent quote from the asset manager of that building. So we can see that Allianz strategy is very linked to to have very good relationships with their tenants. And support this with platforms like ours that links all the smart building features together with better services. And now it's about you. So what are the main takeouts and how you can connect technology, data, and people in your building? So these are the main areas that we put together for you. First of all, start with developing strong tech foundations. So look for the right partners who would help you to start with this digitalization and implement the core modules as soon as possible. Second is linked with collecting data, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Third, developing consistent branding, so pretty much through these platforms you can easily support your branding per property or also across the portfolio. 4 is about integrating smart building features, amenities, and other models in time. So again, tenant experience platforms are the umbrella or the entry level of the whole digitalization process. And at the end, you can end up with a lot of features linked to the end user interface that works as a Netflix or Spotify for your building. Fifth, everyone wants to live in vibrant communities, so again, it's pretty self-explanatory, and landlords need to help tenants to cultivate the on-site community. And the last point is linked with customizing the tenant experience based on data in time. This is never-ending process and helps you to improve the business and the relationships with your customer on the way. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you would like to discuss the tenant experience in your building. We are here at the CREtech also with our virtual stand, So we are more than happy to have a chat, and discuss how we can empower you and your buildings and customer with the right solution. Thanks again.